Right, we are here at the 2023 Chinchilla Grandfather Clock Campdraft. Ben Hall, 22 winner, last year's 2022 winner. Welcome back, mate.
Yeah, good to be back.
You love these interviews, don't you?
Yeah.
Mate, we've just been out here at the back of the cutout and just been watching some of these beautiful cattle and picking them out. You just had a pick for Jay. I just want to probably break down a few of the barriers, I suppose, or get a few people to understand exactly what goes on. One, how far out do you start selecting the cattle or looking at the cattle potentially for Jay?
Probably 10 runs before, because I lose concentration any longer. And yeah, 10 runs, you can see a lot of people ride through them and see what old one's in there if you're not going to get fresh, and see what's responding, and yeah, hopefully have something picked out.
And Jay didn't get fresh, so does that change the way you think? Like you can sort of pick sort of 3 runs earlier, and you can sort of keep a good eye on what's going through?
Yeah, and Jay looks at her own cattle too. Like she's generally got one picked out, and she can sort of just give a little nod which one she's looking at, and if I like it too, she'll go with it. Less arguments that way too.
Well, and that's sort of the way it worked. I think Jay sort of had 2, and you basically said the one this side. I think she got a score of 22 in the yard, which is good. That must make it a little bit easier when the pair of you can agree. What happens when you disagree? And I don't mean a domestic fight or anything along those lines, but do you just go back and chew the fat afterwards if one picked one and one picks the other? That's just let it go.
No, you can't dwell on that sort of stuff. If you just back yourself. If she likes something better than the one I like, well, she takes it, and that's fine. If the one I like goes around, well, it's pretty much, yeah, we all do that. So.
What about yourself? Does someone else help you pick, or do you pick your own?
No, pretty much pick my own. Very seldom anyone else. If Will's about sometime and he's not having a run or whatever, we'll ask each other what we like or whatever, but very seldom anyone else looks at mine or anything.
So because I've seen a couple of times yourself and Will be sitting side by side when you are competing against each other, you don't sort of say to each other which one you'd pick, you just sort of, that's 2 blokes chatting, but if one of you is not in that round, you're sitting side by side, the other one might be giving the other guy a bit of advice.
Yeah, like here last year, we were pretty much telling each other which one we won, what we liked or whatever, and as long as you're not following each other, it doesn't matter too much, because someone else is pretty much, if you get 20 people in the final, there's not too many good ones get left behind, so if you help each other out sort of thing, it helps. Yeah, you get more confident.
The restricted open today has been a lot of scores so far. Does that change the way you go into the yard here? I saw Will go in, he was pretty aggressive just there before, and he got a 23. Or do you just firstly worry about getting a score and then worry about the rest later on?
No, restricted open is the best horses and your best competitors, so if you're not getting 88s plus, you're not in the game, so you may as well have a chop, and if it comes off, it comes off, but yeah, you can't be riding for 85 here. Yeah.
Great to be back here at Chinchilla.
Yep. Yeah, it's always one of the favourites. It's always been good draft and good ground, so yeah, good day for it.
And the boys from Black Track and Ag, they're back as well this year, so hopefully they look after you. The weather gods might be a bit kinder, although I don't think anyone would complain about a bit of rain this year, but hopefully we don't get as much as what we did on the Friday night, Saturday morning last year.
Yeah, true. A couple of dust settlers wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, very good. All right, mate, thank you very much. How's the rest of the year been going for you? Just before you go, like you've been going okay?
Yeah, had a good run. Yeah, the drafts have been good. All in our country, good season up there, so yeah, cattle have been plentiful, and yeah, every draft's run, so it's been good.
Thanks very much, mate. Next interview I do will be with you winning the Grandfather Clock. I won't annoy you after that if you don't, so that's the way we work, and it's fine, but thank you very much for your time, mate. I know you're not keen on these, but you're always great for giving me a bit of time, so thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries, always good to catch up.